Now children, this is the second equation of motion by the calculus method. So here we are going to take the instantaneous velocity concept. Instantaneous velocity can be written in terms of the rate of change of small rate of change of displacement with respect to time. So v is equal to ds over dt. This is a differentiation form of the instantaneous velocity, because the instantaneous velocity, the variation of displacement is very small in a very short interval of time. That is why we used to take the differentiation form. Okay, now here again what we are going to do, we are going to take the cross multiplication. So you have got ds is equal to v dt. Now from the first equation of motion we have got v is equal to u plus at. So ds is equal to, in place of v what you will write, u plus at into dt. This is second equation. Now here we will consider at time t is equal to 0, distance travelled is equal to 0. When the time is 0, no distance is travelled by the body. At any time t, if we suppose that distance travelled is equal to s. Okay, now after doing this, what we are going to take? We are going to find out the total displacement in time 0 to t. So total displacement in time 0 to t, so we know very well integration is a phenomena which gives you the summation. So when you are going to calculate the total value, you have to take the concept of the integration. So that is why here we have to calculate the total distance covered from 0 to t. Okay, so what we will do, we will integrate this equation on both sides. So on integrating second equation, integration of 0 to s and integration of 0 to t, ds v u plus at into dt. Now this is the definite integration form, dx x2 x1. What is x2 x1? This is the x1 and x2. This is the lower limit of x and this is the upper limit of x. Okay, so what is the integration of dx? That is x. This formula you have read in the integration also, and limit x1 to x2. Okay, so first of all, in place of x you will apply the upper limit, then minus sign apply the lower limit. So here the same thing we are going to follow. Integration of 0 to s, because you are going to calculate distance from time from 0 to s, and here you are going to calculate the time interval from 0 to t, but here you have a u plus at. So in this condition multiply dt with the u and at. So you will get the two integration, because there is a summation form. So you will be getting the two integration. First is u dt and second is a t into dt. Okay, so two separate integration we have got due to the summation of these two terms. Now ds, here u is constant, initial velocity is constant, whatever the velocity you will give, that will remain constant, and take the constant quantity outside the integration 0 to t dt. Now here a is constant because uniform acceleration we have considered. So a taking out from the integration, on only the time interval t dt we will take. Now here we will apply the formula dx is equal to s. So in place of dx we have ds. So you will write s, limit 0 to s. Here dt, the same formula you will apply, that is dt. In place of dx x, so in place of dt you will write t. Lower limit, upper limit. A is constant. Now here you will apply the formula of integration x to the power n dx. What is the formula of x to the power n dx? X to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Limit, whatever the limit, x1 to x2. Okay, so this formula we are going to apply. N is any integer. So see, here in place of x we have a t. In place of dx we have a dt. And what is the power of t? That n, here 1. In place of n, what we have? We have 1. Okay, so when you will apply this condition for the t dt, so t to the power n plus 1 means 1 plus 1, so that is t square. Divided by n plus 1 means 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. And this is 0 to t. Now 1 by 2 is a numerical value, it can be taken from the bracket outside. You have got only t square and limit 0 to t. So applying the limit, in place of s, first you will write the upper limit s and then you will write minus lower limit. Similarly here in place of t you will apply upper limit then minus lower limit. Similarly here you have got t square because 2 you have taken outside. So in place of t square you will write upper limit t square and lower limit minus 0. That is why s is equal to ut plus half at square. This expression you have got. So this is the second equation of motion. Now the third equation of motion, see, third equation of motion, for this we are going to take instantaneous acceleration formula. A is equal to dv over dt in the form of differentiation. Okay, what we are going to do, we will multiply this expression by ds and divide this expression by ds. Okay, so on multiply and divide by ds and ds, you will write the expression like this: dv over ds and ds over dt, dv over ds and ds over dt. Okay, so you have got dv upon ds into ds over dt. What is ds over dt? That is a rate of change of displacement, instantaneous rate of change of displacement, and instantaneous rate of change of displacement is equal to velocity. Okay, so the expression, this entire expression can be written as a is equal to dv over ds multiplied by v. In place of ds over dt you will write v. Okay, now take the cross multiplication, a ds minus v dv. Now a is constant, you have to find out the total velocity in time interval dt and total displacement from 0 to t. So what you are going to do, when you are going to calculate the total value, you have to take the integration. So here at time t is equal to 0, what we are considering, at time t is equal to 0 if the velocity is u, and at time t velocity is v. But at the time t is equal to 0, displacement is 0, but at the time t displacement is s. Okay, now when you will apply the integration, so here you are integrating with respect to displacement, and here you are integrating with respect to velocity, and a is constant, take it outside, limit 0 to s for s, because you are going to calculate displacement from 0 to s. Here v dv, you are integrating with respect to v, you have a value v, so don't take it outside because this is a variable value. U and v both are the different velocity, this is why v is variable. Variable term cannot be taken out from the integration. Okay, now limit u, lower limit, and upper limit v dv. Again we will apply the formula integration of x to the power n dx. Okay, then x n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So in place of x we have a v, and in place of dx we have a dv. In place of n here we have 1. Okay, so when you will apply this condition, so v to the power n plus 1 means 1 plus 1 2, divided by n plus 1 means 1 plus 1 2. So you have got v square upon 2. Take 1 by 2 from this bracket outside. So when you will take 1 by 2 from the bracket outside, and when you will apply the limit here also for s. So for s, first you will apply upper limit, then minus lower limit. Take 1 by 2 outside, then apply limit for v square. So v square limit u and v. So this will become as 1 by 2. Now for v square you will apply the limit. In place of v square, first you will write v upper limit minus u square lower limit. Okay, then you have got as is equal to 1 by 2 v square minus u square. Take cross multiplication, so you have got 2as is equal to v square minus u square, and then you can write v square minus u square is equal to 2as, or v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So this is the method of determining the second and third equation of motion by the calculus method, means differentiation and integration.